So let's begin by mixing the epoxy compound. Take exact half. You can also use clay, ceramic, terracotta or porcelain to make these, whatever medium you all are comfortable with. Take some talc in your hand, spread it down and start mixing these two together. Mix it well till the entire compound is white and not grey like this. So that's done now, it's white completely. And make it into a roll. Dip it in some talcum powder and we're going to roll it. Don't make it too thin, we need to keep it a little thick. And now we are going to make a cut. A small round. You can also use a small bottle cap or something like that if you're comfortable with that. This is going to make our small rolls. So we just cut through. Now with this big one, we'll just hold it in our hands and press it in like this. Just make it into a shape of a flower, a simple poppy kind of a flower, and you put it down like that. And for this, for the small round, you push in one side and smash it up like this together. Take the wire and push in a hole through this and keep it aside to dry. Now it's going to take about half an hour to dry for both of these, so we keep those. And now with the remaining clay, you make a small bead, flatten it down a bit, and this is going to be the bud for this flower right in the middle. Now once that's done and it's a little wet, you push in a wire through this and that's going to help it stand. That's going to be its stem. So you make this hole and then you allow it to dry. So for the rose, I already have this small flower made which is dry and tough. Now we folded the wire into half and there's a small space over here and we'll push it through the hole in the rose. Once you've pushed it through, you can paint it in whatever color you like. So you can paint it red or yellow or blue or whatever color you want. So paint it. I have used poster colors. You can use acrylic colors to give it some glaze. It depends on you what kind of color you like and what kind of color you are comfortable with. You can also take this paint in water and dip the rose in that water, in that colored water. That will also work fine. That will give it a more pinkish hue and that looks beautiful too. So once it's painted, leave it to dry. Now with the rest of the clay, we'll have to add a little bit more. Take some talc in your hand. Mix it well. Dip it in talc and roll it. Leave it a little thick, don't make it too thin. And use any poster color bottle. Cover it with cling film first and wrap it around it. So this will make a beautiful vase. You can color it if you want later on. Allow it to dry once again for about half an hour. And while that's being done, I've already made this ready. The same rose which I taught you over here. I've just folded the wire like this and made the same vase like this and just put it in. And I've poured a little bit of confetti, paper confetti, and glue over it so it stands straight like this, doesn't come off. And that's it, as simple as that. So this looks pretty cute and simple. And with the big flowers, I used this vase which was already there with me, and I did the same thing. I put the wire through the flower, through the bud. This is the bud. I colored it green and I colored the flower red or whichever color you want. And I pushed and I made a hole over here once it dried a bit, and I pushed the wire through there and made lovely flowers out of it. Allow this to dry for half an hour and then you can begin making these beautiful flowers. So that's it, as simple as that. Use this for decorating your home, giving a gift to somebody, and it look really pretty.